In the bustling city of Ardenfall, where everyone rushed from one place to another without ever stopping to breathe, lived a 22-year-old young man named Liam Carter. From the outside, he looked like any normal person, quiet, polite, hardworking. But inside, Liam felt like he was drowning. Life hadn't been kind to him. His father passed away when he was just 14. His mother, although loving, worked long hours just to keep the household running. Money was always tight. Expectations were always heavy. And dreams? Well, dreams felt like a luxury Liam simply couldn't afford. Still, somewhere deep inside him, a tiny spark lived on, a whisper that said, "You were made for more." Liam's goal was simple, yet overwhelming. He wanted to run the Ardenfall Marathon. This wasn't just any race, it was a brutal 42-kilometer test known for breaking even the strongest runners. So why this marathon? Because his father, a passionate runner himself, had attempted it years ago but failed, forced to stop from an injury in the final mile. Liam wanted to finish it, not for fame, not for records, but to honor the dream his father never got to complete. But dreams require courage. And courage requires belief. Liam had neither. Then one cold morning, he finally gathered whatever courage he had and stepped onto the old, dusty track behind his house. He put on his worn-out shoes, stretched awkwardly, and just started running. After only 10 minutes, his chest burned, his legs shook, and his breath came out in heavy, painful gasps. "I can't do this," he whispered, collapsing onto the grass. The track seemed endless. His goal felt impossible. But something inside him didn't let him quit. A soft memory surfaced, his father's voice, clear as day, saying, "Champions aren't the ones who always win. Champions are the ones who never stop trying." The next day, he tried again. And then again. Some days he improved. Some days he felt worse. Progress was painfully slow, but he kept showing up. Because sometimes, consistency is louder than motivation. One afternoon, while he was training, Liam's old schoolmate Trevor passed by. Trevor was fit, confident, successful, everything Liam wasn't. He laughed when he saw Liam struggling on the track. "You? The Ardenfall Marathon," he mocked. "Come on, man. Be realistic. You couldn't even finish a school race back in the day." Those words stung more than Liam expected. He felt small again. Weak. Worthless. That night, he sat on his bed, replaying Trevor's words over and over. Maybe he's right, maybe I'm not built for this. Just then, his mother entered his room, holding an old box. Inside was his father's running notebook, full of notes, struggles, training plans, and one bold sentence written on the very first page: "If your dream doesn't scare you, it isn't big enough." Liam closed his eyes. He realized his fear didn't mean he was weak, it meant his dream mattered. He decided he would keep going, no matter what. Weeks turned into months. Liam trained every single morning before work and every evening after returning home exhausted. His legs hurt constantly. His back ached. His own mind argued with him all the time. "Give up. Stop torturing yourself. No one will even care if you quit." But he didn't stop. One morning, during a long run, a sharp pain shot up his leg. He staggered, limped, and finally fell to the ground. Tears filled his eyes, not from the physical pain, but from pure frustration. He punched the grass. "Why does this have to be so hard?" A gentle voice behind him answered, "Because the best things in life are." It was an old man named Arthur, a retired marathon runner who often trained nearby. He helped Liam to a bench. "You're pushing too fast," Arthur said, his voice kind. "Running isn't about speed. It's about heart." Liam looked at him with teary eyes. "What if I fail?" Arthur just smiled knowingly. "Then you fail. But at least you fail moving forward." Those words hit Liam deep. Failure wasn't the enemy. Not trying was. With Arthur's guidance, Liam learned about discipline, breathing techniques, proper diet, and pacing. Slowly, very, very slowly, he improved. 10 minutes of running became 20. 20 became 40. 40 minutes turned into 5 kilometers. Then 10. Then 21. Half a marathon. He couldn't believe it. His confidence grew, not because he was becoming strong, but because he realized he could survive being weak. Finally, the morning of the Ardenfall Marathon arrived. Thousands of runners gathered at the starting line. The atmosphere was buzzing with excitement and nervous energy. Liam wore his father's old race number clipped to his shirt. He touched it gently. "Dad," he whispered, "this is for you." Arthur stood beside him. "Remember," he said, "you're not racing others. You're racing your doubts." The whistle blew. And the journey began. Kilometers 1 through 10 were pure hope. The first part of the race felt magical. Crowds were cheering, music was playing, and other runners were smiling. Liam felt light, powerful, almost unstoppable. This isn't so bad, he thought to himself. But a marathon isn't about how you start. It's about how you finish. From kilometer 11 to 25, reality hit him like a wave. Fatigue settled in deep. His legs felt heavy as lead. His breath grew shallow. He saw some runners dropping out along the side of the road. And that old voice of doubt returned, whispering in his ear, "Quit now before you embarrass yourself." But Liam held on to Arthur's words, "You're not racing others. You're racing your doubts." He just kept running. Then came kilometers 26 to 35. This was pure pain. His body screamed for him to stop. Sharp pain shot through his knees. His back throbbed. His vision started to blur. Every single step felt like lifting a mountain. The spectators blurred into shadows, and their cheering faded into distant echoes. The road ahead stretched on, seemingly forever. And then, like a punch to the heart, Liam reached the final mile, the exact same point where his father had collapsed all those years ago. He stopped running. His chest tightened. His eyes filled with tears. Fear wrapped around him like chains. What if I fall like he did? What if I fail him all over again? For the first time in the entire race, Liam truly wanted to quit. As he stood there, trembling, a little girl from the crowd stepped forward and shouted with all her might, Stop. You're almost there." Liam looked up weakly. The girl continued, her voice full of passion, "You inspire us. Please don't quit." Those words hit him like lightning. Someone believed in him. Someone needed him to finish. Someone saw a hero in him, even when he couldn't see it himself. Suddenly, in that incredibly painful moment, Liam had a realization: his father didn't fail because he collapsed. He succeeded because he had the courage to run the race in the first place. Liam wiped his tears. "I'm finishing this, for him. And for me." He started running again, slowly at first, then stronger, fueled by every failure, every doubt, and every single person who said he couldn't. That final mile was agony. Every breath burned. Every muscle begged him to stop. But he kept going. The crowds roared louder. He could hear Arthur screaming from the sidelines, "Go, Liam. Go." And with the last ounce of strength left in his body, Liam crossed the finish line. He fell to his knees, sobbing uncontrollably. He did it. He finished what his father couldn't. A volunteer handed him a medal, but Liam just held his father's race number instead. "Dad, we made it." After the race, reporters approached him. "How did you do it?" one of them asked. Liam smiled through his tears. "I ran the first half with my body, but I ran the last mile with my heart." His story spread across the city, and then across the country. People started calling him the boy who finished the unfinished. He inspired thousands of people who had been too scared to chase their own dreams. Liam became a symbol, not of victory, but of persistence. So whenever you feel like giving up, remember Liam's story. Your last mile will always be the hardest. But it will also be the mile that transforms you. Pain is temporary. Growth is permanent. Dreams belong to those who keep moving, even when everything hurts. Your only real competition is your old self. And your only real enemy is the voice inside that tells you to quit. Thank you so much for watching. If this story moved you, please give it a like and consider subscribing for more content that inspires. We'll see you in the next one.